Good evening. Political shockwaves continue tonight after Liberal leader Justin Trudeau admitted to wearing blackface. Last night, he told the world he did it twice, but this morning, video of a third instance surfaced. And the man who has built his image around inclusiveness and diversity had to face the cameras and apologize again. We begin our team coverage of this unprecedented political crisis in the middle of a Canadian election.
This is something that I deeply, deeply regret. Darkening your face, regardless of the context or the circumstances, is always unacceptable because of the racist history of blackface. I should have understood that then, and I never should have done it.
The first bombshell was delivered by Time magazine last night. It shows a photo of Trudeau dressed up as Aladdin during his days as a teacher at a private school in Vancouver, 18 years ago when he was 29. A short time later on his plane last night, Trudeau apologized, calling it racist and a mistake, but added,
If everyone who is going to be standing for office needs to demonstrate that they've been perfect every step of their lives, there's going to be a shortage of people running for office.
When pressured last night, Trudeau said he had dressed up in blackface once before in high school. Except this video shows he has done it a third time. The Liberals confirmed this is Justin Trudeau in the early 90s, when he would have been in his late teens or early 20s.
The recent pictures that came out, I had not remembered.
I want folks to know that it's going to be hard for them today to see the Prime Minister of a country where we felt that people belonged. They're going to be hurt.
The bombshell comes just 9 days into the federal election campaign that polls suggest has the Liberals and the Conservatives in a tight race. Until now, much of the Liberal strategy has been to claim the moral high ground after digging up old dirt on Conservative candidates. Andrew Scheer himself has said he would accept their apologies for past transgressions on a case-by-case basis.
Well, I think Canadians might have been able to accept Justin Trudeau's apology if he hadn't lied about it. But he was asked specifically if there are other incidences, and he said that there was only one other incident. Now we know that there are at least 3.
Scheer acknowledged today the Conservatives are the ones that gave this video to the media. The revelations have made headlines around the world. The BBC, New York Times, Al Jazeera, The Guardian, and CNN. A stunning turn for the man who has been lauded on the world stage for promoting Canada's diversity. In Virginia earlier this year, there were calls for the governor to resign after he acknowledged he was in this old yearbook photo that shows a man in blackface and another dressed as a Ku Klux Klan member. But Liberal candidates seem to be standing by Trudeau as the party scrambles to do damage control.
I would not be here if I did not believe in the Prime Minister and what we have done to advance diversity and inclusion.
I don't believe that anybody has ever lived their lives without making an error.
Now, Trudeau seemed more contrite today and changed his use of words. For example, last night he said he wore makeup. Today, he called it blackface. And this will change the course of how this election unfolds. The Liberal Party is in full-on crisis mode, hoping they can weather the storm. Trudeau will now be vulnerable to repeated attacks about his moral character and will have to be on the defensive while his opponents do their best to keep this in the forefront.